Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into one single concept, but it's a big one. It quietly decides how much tax you pay on every single dollar you earn, no matter where on the planet you happen to earn it.
I mean, really think about it for a second. We've got money, people, companies, all zipping across borders constantly. So how on earth does any one country decide which slice of that giant global pie it actually gets to tax, right? Where do they even draw the line? It's this huge puzzle, and the answer has massive, massive financial consequences for, well, pretty much everyone.
Well, the answer to that entire puzzle, it all comes down to one single powerful legal idea, and that idea is residential status. This is the key. It's what unlocks the entire question of who pays tax and on what income.
Okay, so when you hear the word resident, it's so easy to just think, oh, that's where I live, right? But in the world of tax law, nope, it's a whole different ballgame. It is a very precise legal status. It has nothing to do with your mailing address or even your citizenship. It's a specific label you get based on a bunch of legal rules. And believe me, that one little label, it is the absolute foundation of your entire tax liability.
So this one status, it basically splits everybody and every company into one of two camps. There are two distinct paths. You're either a resident or you're a non-resident. And which path you're on, well, that changes everything about the scope of your taxable income.
The best way to think about this is like two totally different kinds of fishing nets. So if you're a resident, the government gets to use this huge worldwide net. It can scoop up and tax your income from literally anywhere on the globe. But if you're a non-resident, that net is way, way smaller. It can only catch the income that's generated from sources right there inside India.
And look, this isn't just some abstract legal theory, okay? This distinction has real, direct, dollars and cents consequences for which parts of your hard-earned income actually end up getting taxed.
All right, check this out. This is where you can really see those two paths split off. See that first couple of rows? If the money is received or generated in India, it doesn't matter what your status is. Boom, it's taxable for everybody. But then, look at that last row. The second that income comes from outside India, everything changes. For a resident, yep, still got to pay tax on it. But for a non-resident, nope, it's off the hook. That one line right there, that's the great divide between the local net and that giant global one we were talking about.
So you might be thinking, okay, this is all about individual people, right? Well, not at all. This exact same fundamental idea, this principle of residential status, it applies to all kinds of other entities. We're talking everything from family structures to massive companies.
And the law itself spells it out pretty clearly. For something like a firm or an association, it's automatically considered a resident unless, and this is the key phrase, its control and management is situated wholly outside India. So get this, the test isn't where the customers are or where the factories are. The real question is, where are the big strategic decisions being made? Where is the brain of the whole operation?
So if we boil this all down, what's the big takeaway? Residential status is basically the master switch in tax law. It's this one legal determination that can flip your tax liability from a pretty narrow local focus to a huge worldwide one. Honestly, understanding your status is the absolute first, most critical step to getting a handle on your tax obligations. And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question, especially for the world we live in now. Think about it. We're in a world where control and management could just be a series of Zoom calls spanning 5 different continents, where your employees can work from literally anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection. So, are these old-school, place-based definitions of residence? Are they still going to work? It's a huge challenge, and it's something that lawmakers and taxpayers, really all of us, are going to have to grapple with for years to come. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.